I'm Matt Kropp. I'm a senior partner here at BCG in San Francisco. I'm also the CTO for BCG X. You may have heard of BCG. This is the global consulting firm. BCG X is our software development, AI development hub. So we have 3,000 engineers that actually are building AI solutions. And I've been out talking to our clients. I've actually talked to now 200 companies in the last 12 months about generative AI. So I've got a pretty broad view of what people are talking about. And I'm not an expert in biopharma or healthcare, so I'm going to talk from the AI perspective. And the main thing I wanted to talk about here is we have all gotten AI wrong. I've had many conversations, and companies are coming in thinking this is about cost savings, thinking this is about AI replacing labor. It's the wrong frame, and I think especially for this topic, we need to think about this in a different way, and I'll explain what I mean. So first of all, why are we thinking about it wrong? I think this generative AI topic, it emerged when ChatGPT launched and we all became aware. Last year, companies were trying to learn what does this mean for them? How should they think about it from a strategy perspective? They were doing a lot of experimentation. And it was right in the middle of a big focus on cost. That's, enterprises last year and this year were all about cost reduction. And it fit nicely into the narrative of, the robots taking our jobs and Skynet and the Matrix and, all of the doom and gloom associated with AI in popular culture. So there's been a real focus on AI is about cost reduction. It's the wrong frame. So I'll give you a couple of examples. We've done a bunch of work in the pharma space around report writing for clinical trials. In order to get a clinical trial into market, there's a very in-depth filing that has to be written. Technical writers do this work. It takes 5 months or more for them to complete these filings. We've been able to work with them to build an Gen AI-based solution which does research, creates all of the elements of the report, basically writes this filing in a matter of minutes or an hour. You still have humans that then refine it, but this shrinks the amount of time to write these filings by months. So is this about cost savings? Is this about reducing the technical writers? Absolutely not. It's inconsequential in the economics for these pharma companies. What it's about is if they can move a drug to market 3 months faster, this is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. It's not about the cost, it's about the efficacy. I'll give you another example. We actually had a session earlier today with a pharma company. We had a startup that has virtual nurses. So these are AI nurses that over the phone can support patients, things like pre-op, post-op support, checking in on patients, helping them administer drugs, et cetera. These nurses, they charge $2 an hour. So is this about displacing nurses? Absolutely not. This is about being able to do things that you would not be able to do with humans. You could not deploy enough nurses to address these use cases, but if I have a $2 an hour nurse, I can. So I think what I encourage us today to think about as we hear from the different speakers is how is AI going to allow us to do things that were not possible before? How is it going to allow us to speed up innovation? How is it going to allow us to really supercharge the capabilities of our people and stop having this narrative about the robots coming for our jobs, because that's ultimately not where the value is going to be. With that, let me turn it back to Peter.